Welcome back to Captain of Industry. My name is Nilaus and we're here with our glorious little base, and a few things has happened sort of since the end of the last episode. I put in some of this, which is actually my design space, but now it's just making water. So we can recover the water here by just using more of the free rainwater when we have space. Also, I have provided the blueprint package for patrons. I have included this blueprint. I was building it, and then as soon as I built it, like at the end of the last episode, I was like, yeah, this is too small. I can't be running around with 18 gold per minute. That's just not enough. So this is 36 gold per minute, and it should be working. It is glorious and awesome, and we have so much. What are we going to use the gold for is a lot of different things. One thing is I'm continuously just doing this, because we're going to need microchips later on, and we might as well just start trading gold for microchips. That's a good deal. There's another thing here over here. If we just look at the gold, we want to use this contract as well, so we can actually buy that contract. We don't need to actually implement it right now because we have enough oil, but eventually when we don't have enough oil, we definitely want to get this, because this is a very cheap way of getting lots of oil. So we want to do that eventually. Yeah, so, but what we're going to do today is food, because we need more people and we don't have a lot of food. We're not even using this one, but we will soon enough. Actually, might as well start that now. So what we want to do is we want to make the food in, what to do the meat part, because all the meat parts are intertwined, so we need that. That means we need chicken farms, but before we need chicken farms, we are going to need some kind of just a little hack to make us to get us some chicken feed, some animal feed here. Animal feed is currently, we are also destroying it here, which I really dislike doing, but yeah, it kind of has to be there somehow. I kind of have to keep this going, but it has to be low priority. It means that higher priority than this should be going into to making animal feed. So let's make an animal feed build, and then after that do the other things. I'm going to build it over here because this is kind of close to this, so I think it's a nice place. What are we going to get in? We have 1, 2, 3 and 4 things that can actually turn into this. So this will be animal feed. Actually, oops. I'll flip it now that I know. Oof. Yeah. Actually, here's the thing. Copy and then copy. No and no. I will not copy any of the tiles. It's such a nice thing that you can actually disable that. Oh. Also you when I cut. So that's a separate thing. There we go. So now we don't collect the paint or anything like that. Okay, so what are we going to do? This is going to be animal feed, and I'm going to warn myself if this is under 25, because then I need to panic. The things that can be turned into animal feed is potatoes, and it is corn, and it is wheat. There. And it is finally soybeans. There. Those are the things that can be turned in. If I look at my here, we have quite a lot of random crap here. It also looks like we are overbuilding this, so I'm going to be turning that into some corn, because corn is probably the best way of doing this. Then I'm going to be taking this into U-shaped balancer here, and then we need, so look, this will be there, right? These are all just here, and that's going to be really quickly. That doesn't require anything else, so we'll just take 2 of this, and you flip it there. And this will, we have the really fast belts here. Great. That is 450. We don't need that just now. This is a conveyor too. Fine. Goes in here. And we actually need this to be updated to 450, because I could get 200 out from each of these. Perfect. And then we're going to take here. And the question now becomes, what should the priority be for this? Because I don't really want this to be, like, if I request it in here, then it will be coming in at priority 9. And I don't think that's great. I think that there are some things that are more important, like this one. So let's get this to priority 8, because I need that. And this one as well has to be priority 8 because I need those filled first. Then over here we have corn going into that one. That should also be priority 8. Just so that we get that first, and then after that we can get this going here. And I think we can get it a little bit closer. Yeah. And it goes in that one and that one. And then if I have something coming up from all of them, I'm going to prioritize using these two. Yes. All right, that's the first little build. Very small little simple build, nothing much to do. And do I want these to... No, I don't want any of these to be notifying if there's a problem. But we can see that some of them we're getting, some of them we're not getting. Those will have animal feed. Then we're going to be building the whole farm over here. And I have been looking a little bit for different locations. I need this location, unfortunately. So we're going to have to kill all of this. Not you. Not you. There. But all the rest of it we have to kill. And this one as well. Starting from here and going over to that one. Because I need some space. Which means that we now killed a lot of our water supply, which is bad. Well, not a lot of our water supplies, but some of our water supplies. Let's keep that in mind. We do need to get water in here somehow. So let's get that this line. This is a level 2 pipe. I think it needs to be a level 3 pipe. Because all of these should be level 3s. Yes. And we are getting it to... Why is it... Oh, it's turning the wrong way. It should be coming out. Okay, so this is now level 3. And it needs to go to height 3. I think that's kind of where I want it to be. Yeah. And then it goes into that space. And then it just goes over here. Yeah. Oh. That one. And this. Inbound. Yes. Ooh, that switched down to 2. Whatever. That's fine. I just needed to go quick, so otherwise we have lost our medical supplies. So now we need to build here. Okay, this will be a complicated build, but let's start by saying we're going to get some animal feed in. This would probably be better to get in another way, but let's start from down here. This will be animal feed coming in. And let's get that full and notify if it's less than 25. We want this to be enough. So what we want to do is now we want to get this into some chicken farms. So they are here. Where do we want them? Let's try this. Yes, that is the right distance apart. Okay, so each of these, when they are at maximum at 500 and I enable slaughtering, then I get 10 chicken carcasses. So that should be our benchmark, is that we get 10 chicken carcasses for each of these. So we need to potentially make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be the size that I'll design it for. So what we'll get out of this, I think it's about 7.3 eggs times this, so it's 22. That's 44 eggs, which is way more than we need. So that should not be a big problem. The next we want, the stuff we want now is, let's get the eggs out here because that's going to be the first thing we get. And let's get it out here. And the eggs on the same belt. Oh man, that's always here. And let's also hook these up. Yes, so now we only have the chicken carcasses here. So what we're going to do now is we are going to say the eggs will just go into somewhere happiness. That will go into a box of beautiful build here. And now this is also where things get a little bit more exotic and fun, because we are going to put them into these boxes. And what's going to happen then? We are actually going to put them straight into here. Some trains. Ooh, we are simply going to have a meat train from the meat district we are making here, going straight back into the city. So that is going to be our first big challenge here. We can take you. That one. And that'll be 1, 2. Because we also need a station. There. So we need to get this in here. And I'm going to be branching it off here, going around and up here. So we need to sort of have this space for working. So that will be the first one goes in, and that will be for the eggs. Then the next thing we want to make is going to be flat lift for the chicken carcasses. There. This will go into a balancer, and that will be at level 1. I think I'll build it here. So like that. And these go in. We are making this with too expensive, right? We're not going to get any of this being more than 60. So why am I building it with higher quality here? No. Conveyor 1. And this one. Conveyor 1. It's going to be 44 of these, so we can just get the cheap ones. So now we need to get into the next part, and that's a food processor, which we will build. I guess it has to be built at the same distance here. Let's see. If this is all the way down here, then this one should also be down here. And I'll need to have the specific... We want this one. This is going to be the meat. And that will be a... Yeah. That one. How many do we want of these? Well, if we are building like this, that's going to be 360, and each of these can consume 30. And we're probably also going to send somewhere else. So we'll just do this. There is a chance that I can also just make 2 more if I'm really desperate, but I do think that this is actually quite a lot of food for our little population. So I think I'm going to skip on making the 3rd one down here, but let's keep it at this location. So now I need to bring it from... I think I actually need to bring it not from this one up, but from this one. Yeah, and same with you. That means you go turn, and then this will be a flat conveyor 1. This is for the eggs, and that will go... Let's just go that way. This is the eggs, and this up here is the chicken carcass, and that goes... Oh man, I always do that. I don't know why. Yeah, and go the other way. And it is important to go collect it here, go into a balancer, and not just go straight in here. Because if I do that, then I lose the opportunity. And because a lot of things can sort of be overfilled and underfilled and prioritized and all that stuff in these builds. Because we have to find a balance between the meat, the giblets here, the trimmings, because those can become sausage. We need to find that balance. So this comes in here. We are going to need some salt. So we built a salt location. That'll just be a box of salt. That's going to be right here. Salt. Go up and notify if empty. This one, strangely enough, will just be on ground level in here and in there. Anything else? Yes, water. And we also need water over here. So this though is a speed 2, which it should be, because each of these will, when they are done, take about 15, which means that this is actually 90 fuel per minute, which kind of is a lot. So now we need water inbound, and I think we'll just get it from pipe 2. Seems reasonable. Yeah. Okay, so now we have all of the meat, and then let's get the meat out. The meat will go out here. And now we need to start working on somewhere for this. And if I take That one. And then we need to go over here and make sure that direction is correct. Yes. And then go. It's not actually what I wanted. I wanted to get like a whole curve like this. Then if I take this and go here, but that needs to be changed. There we go. This will then go up here. Continue up this. And oh, wrong way. There. And now they can connect. Okay, so that's kind of the smallest location we can build this. We just need to make sure that there's enough room here. How do we know that there's enough room? Well, maybe that's the first next part we need to do is actually do the branch off here, because the branches will always be in the middle of a tile. So it's probably going to be this tile, if there's enough space. We are also going to get a ramp. So this ramp is really long, so I'm just going to go with a quick ramp. And let's go from here. So this is now the design. I've also included it in the blueprint package as usual. So this will be, let's see, that'll at least be in the middle here. And then I am going to see if we can build here. I am a little bit cautious. Let's see this. I'm going to first need to see how much space we need. This one will be 1, 2, and then like that. Yes, this will be converting the remainder, any excess chicken carcass, to that. You will be going out here, and then another one will be going here. And then the last one we want of these things will be the sausage. These are not here, they're just for reference. And then this sausage goes out, goes up, that one. And then the next thing I want is actually, what if we have too much of this? Then we need to be able to do something about it, which is we're going to do something in here. No, it has to come in from this side. So this will be taking that. And yeah. Yes, and then it goes out, 1, 2, and out. Then the next part is we are also going to get too many eggs. We're definitely going to get too many eggs. What can we do with that? The only thing we can do really is make it into fuel gas in here. We could also do that, but I am not going to do that yet. So we'll build the anaerobic thing here. And that will be... And that's going to be here. Good. And then this will be inbound. The eggs going here. That will actually mean that we get a significant amount of fuel gas here. And that'll be the eggs inbound. So what I needed to see was, is there room for all of this inside and then have this linked here? Yes, there is. Okay, so now I need to get my elevated T section here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be the right height. No, 6. There. And then I need to build it somehow linked into the middle. Is this it? Man, that's so difficult to see. It feels right, doesn't it? Oh, I can see in the corner. That is correct. So shift. Does that work? Oh, it replaced these. Oh, that's brilliant. That's so beautiful. Nice. Good. Then let's remove these surfaces. And they also add big surfaces here. Good. So now I can figure out how close I actually want it. That can go all the way up here. And then I can take you and get that all the way up here. That is as close as we can make it. That might be a little bit too close, but it's a thing. Actually, let's make this. So what we want to do is here, that, and so what happens with this? This is going to be making some compost. This is also going to make some compost. There. Once we get the compost, we are actually going to take this and make it into here. Not compost, but actually use the compost plus some gravel to make a lot of dirt. We need more dirt soon. Stacker towers, no place to dump materials. That's great news. Then these here will also require some flour. 24 plus 24, that's 48 of those made immediately, and that would require here. So I don't think I'm going to need 3 of these, but I am pretty sure that I'm going to need a mill. There, a single mill should be fine for this. I'm going to build it over here. Something like this. Yeah. Because then it can go in here. And then what we need inbound for all of this is we got the salt. We're going to need some wheat. We are going to get this animal feeding back here. We need this to go in here. And then some more salt. So far only salt is added here. Then we need some gravel for this one. And then we need some outbound for the fuel gas, potentially. Now this is just a lot of spaghetti mess going back and forth. So let me just set that up and see how it goes. I think the whole thing has been hooked up, and before we unleash it, then actually let's have a look at this thing. This has actually... let's do one more. Yeah, let's do one more. Here. Get this into 16 for each. That means they will get on board with the new island. So once we go to 16, then we can take them out. Conquer Stab, what is that about? We do have... Okay, this is coming in. So this is a little bit low, but it'll get there. It's because most of our our rock is being used to fill up this area. So the thing is, once this is filled up, then I'll scrape the top level off and then replant it with dirt, so we can put some of these here. So you can see they can't work because the ground is not farmable, even though it's a greenhouse, so really doesn't matter. All right, so this thing, gold ore is always high. So once in a while, I just go in here and click this, so we get a little bit more of this. I will simply just get the whole thing going. Let's go. And let's see what happens. So we need to buy some chickens to get out there. This will go in here. We will have... not enough Unity. Yeah, Unity is also problematic. Ugh, so we didn't get all of this done. No, we barely got anything done. Oh no, we don't have Unity. Well, I guess we have to wait for the old-fashioned way of doing this. Let's do something else that will get us some more Unity while we're doing this. Because over here... Or let's do it the other way around. If I looked at this one, then this is actually like... I was confused why this was only orange. It was like, oh, there's potential for more. And that's because if we look at this... it says better bonuses available. So if I give them household goods, not only will I get the bonus from household goods, this one, which I don't, 2.8, but I'll also go that everything, water, electricity, glass rocking chairs will go from a plus 75 to a plus 100. So we'll get a massive bonus by getting that one in. So I'd like to actually build that. It should be pretty simple. It'll be a build here. And I should, of course, change here. That is some consumer goods. Yes. And also not that. There. And also, should we build some more of these solar panels? Yeah, let's just do that while we're at it. Don't do this. This is always the bad idea. Okay, so what does it need? It needs some electronics. It needs some electronics. And it needs some steel. Not great. So that means I'm going to do... whereas this is one type of electronics, this is another type of electronics, and this is one type of steel. So they need to go in, and then I need to put a box here. So what I need to do is I need to do a little bit of a shuffle here to get this in. But this is like a classical one, like all the other ones here that we've done so many times before. So we should be able to copy paste some of it. So something weird has happened while I'm building this. I was thinking, let's get compost in here because I have compost produced some places. And then because this one is turning compost into dirt, and we actually need quite a lot of dirt in this base. So then I was like, okay, well, it turns out we have a lot of compost being produced here and there. So we're just bringing in tons of compost. It's not a critical thing, but it'll just keep this one busy. That's fine. It's busy. And making some beautiful stuff for us here. Recruit oil is really low. That's something we're going to deal with in the next episode. Poorly low, that's weird. That should not be the case. I don't know why it is. Maybe that's just because they were too busy, or maybe that is because someone has messed something up. Oh, I know. That's one. I remember that. Ugh, man. Yeah. And also, this is what happens when you just forget a single warning. Then the whole thing stops. And that means also no plastic. Ugh, bad stuff. So just a single warning that's missing, then bad stuff happens. All right, this one should be ready. And what we really want to do is we now want to go out. Let's do this one a couple of times. And then we're going to buy some chicken. And we're going to be using all our remaining Unity for this. That's it. Not enough Unity. We can't get any more Unity. And these have now been put in here. 150. Yes. So we need to now sort of eject them out here, so they will go sort of evenly into the other ones. If I eject more, and then, okay, so we now have a little bit in each, and now we need to just let them breed, so they go in here. And I will have enabled slaughtering for all of them. So now what happens is that this will take a while. You can see here, that's 1.2 per iteration, and when we get more Unity, then we can definitely do more. Yeah, we got 3 Unity, for example, so we can just do this one. And 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4, and then it'll just be like research lab stop. I don't care. We need them chickens, and let's bounce those chickens out to the other ones. Yeah, so 42 in each. That's not much, but it's something. We should start seeing some eggs out here. So as this fills up, yay, we got the first eggs. Now we need something else, which I kind of forgot, because down here I want to build the train station over here. So that means I actually need this thing to be built, because we're going to be building a train station at this location, and it's actually going to be pretty much the same as this one. So we're going to have this over here, and then the steep ramp, and then we're going to build the station. So let's see if we can get that in here. If we look at it, it will be in this tile. Yes, so go in here, get our elevated T section, turn it. And I have no idea what height it is. It can go up to any height, right? Yes. So we'll just start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, like that. And then we need to address it to hit the right place. It is somehow not working. Oh, this is always complicated. I'll be hacking around at this. Why is this complaining? Oh, track already assist. That's kind of okay. And it'll be like this. That should connect. And here we will remove. And see, they're already starting to do something there. And that one. Good. So now I need the ramp. The 25-degree ramp. That will be put in here. Then we need an unloading station as close as possible. Wow, this got built quickly. Wow, okay. Well, it doesn't mean that we need to build more people, but yeah. Stacker tower has no place to dump. Oh, right, that's something we wanted to also take a look at. So this, I don't want to when it's very busy. When they're idle, then I'll do that. Screw it. Let's do it. What we need here, this is done. This has reached the new level. It's the same place, and it cannot do anything. So I can delete you, and I can delete all of this, which is really valuable because they take a ton of... let's see, where is it? They are maintenance 1. What? Usually maintenance 1. There are stacker towers. There. It's a really significant part of our maintenance cost. Good. Yes, so let's make our train station. We are going to have trains coming in. They will be here. And stations. And there will be loose modules. And they're going to be on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A fuel station. That one. And an actual station. And then the stuff I always forget. This one has to be done that. And then these will now be ejecting here. I will build some food markets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And I will also be putting some boxes just so that we can unload things as fast as possible. Oh, these are all incorrect. This will be, now let's see. At the front of the train that's going this way, that will be eggs first. Okay, so eggs in the front of the train. And that will be the front of the train. So that's actually this one. This will be the eggs. And that's unload. And then it's going to be meat. And unload. Yeah. And the sausage. There. And then these need to be put in some boxes. This is going to be way too big storage for everything, but who cares? They don't, food doesn't spoil, which is great. So from here, I can now go into that one. You go into, oh, is that going to work? It might. Of course it's going to work. Look at that. Oh, it's not going to work. Yeah, and this one. There. Looks good. And then I'm going to have, I think I have a teardrop. Yes, teardrop turn at this here. And go back. So this is going to be how we unload. It's going to be as compact as possible. And we need to set it up. So for example, this one will also be eggs. And I do not want to allow them to go in or out. This will be eggs as well. And do not allow it to go in. There. And then we'll go for all the other things here. So I'm just setting this one up and then also giving them some names. Then the next thing is making a train and a schedule for it. So the next thing we want to do is going to be building a train. Oh, I have noticed something weird here. Someone has been... Oops, maybe not you. Yeah, let's kill that. And they're already rushing over here just to remove it. And I will then do, as this is getting removed, I want to remove this because I don't want to be replanting in this area. There we go. No replanting because I need this to be bigger. This train, we need a bigger train than before. So we're going to need to get some extensions. Well, some extensions. There we go. So now let's make a train. Oh, diesel locomotive, why are you so slow? Oh, damn. Oh, I need a diesel locomotive too. Should have prioritized this, but yeah, we need this this train. Yeah, I can't use the small ones. They're simply too slow. But we'll just have like 3 trains here, and then we'll have a diesel locomotive in the beginning. We could maybe do something like this, just temporary. And we'll do a new line here. Create a new line. This one will be meat. And it'll be adding a stop. That will be that stop. And add a stop. That'll be this stop that doesn't really exist yet. Let's actually make it exist because it looks good. There we go. And I can't use Unity yet to get anything. Oh, we got another stacker tower that has been completed. So that's nice. And what happens when I do this is, you can see here, we have 1500 rock. If I just spend this, which is dirt cheap, poof, it disappears. And then where does it go? It gets shunted into some other one. Whichever one it is, I don't know. I think it's actually this one, which is like a really bad place, but okay. You are what? Oh, crap. That was a very temporary thing. Oh, actually, that was maybe good. I actually want you to export it to that one first. Why? Because I need this to be completed as fast as possible. There's a lot of things that are breaking now. This is not how I like to see my base. However, most of it is because I've just set up here the washing machines. I don't need that many washing machines. They produce 12 and I think they need more than 24. So when this one just saturates, which it will soon, then and this one should also saturate eventually. There's something going in there. How much? Yeah, nothing. There's nothing in terms of steel. It just needs to fill up the thing. So once this starts going in, we start getting some household goods. Then we should also get like a significant boost here. We can see that now we're at 13.37. Oh, elite amount for us old school internet people. And they will just be brought in here, and then everything will be fine. 28.5 would they like to have. It's okay, so that will be a thing. Let's have a look at the other things. Wood, this is simply because they're too busy. The reason why they're too busy is because we have removed 3 of these lines, and that means all the stone just got sent back into the network, and that needs to now be moved. I can see this one. Oh, right, this is pretty disastrous. Don't do that. Now they can go somewhere else. And then we can actually try to save this by just doing that, because they actually choke our copper, which is no good. We don't want to choke our copper. So that is a thing. We also really want, actually, from this one, to have a train station over here for that. But that's not what we get to do today. Still waiting for the locomotives. It's 99%. So once that's done, we can build the steel. The steel here is... it shouldn't really be... Okay, this one is saturated, this one is moving, but then it starts... There we go. Okay, so we can start getting a little bit in here. Wood, that's just bad deliveries. Hydrogen, that's... this one is being consumed. At least the requesters are getting it. So that means there's stuff over here. Yeah, you'd have had a little bit of hydrogen. Where's the other one that requires hydrogen? I would guess... Where is it? I think the only other thing that requires hydrogen... No, I can't remember. There's something else. Oh, right here. This one. But that's okay, because this is also done. Okay, blocked for full output. That's because this one is very busy. I will do... This one will be revitalized in a little bit, but we could at least do this one. So we get rid of all of the rock a lot faster. So right now, the reason why this is busy is because of that. So, gold ore, hydrogen still. Yeah, this, we'll get it. We'll get it. This will be fine. This will be stabilizing once they are not as busy. Right, so we have our completed. We can now build our train that we want. So I'm going to build a train with a big locomotive. Nope. A big locomotive and put it up front, otherwise it's just too silly. And we're going to build it there. And what I've done is I have actually put a block on our construction here so that it will retain the first 100 vehicle parts. That's very valuable, because those 100 vehicle parts will be used for a train, because the diesel locomotives are pretty damn expensive. And luckily we've already built up to, well, 93, so it's pretty close. And I can't Unity build it because that would be 48. Oh, look at that. Did that just improve? Yes, it did. Oh, look at that. We went from 13.37 to 17.95. That is amazing. Amazing, amazing. And we're up to 4,000 people. Should we stop it here? Yeah, no, not really. But what I can do is now start sort of splurging on things I want. I always want more better maintenance. This is this one, this one, this one. That's probably too much, but we can also just kill this, because I don't need this to be running at max speed. What I would like to work at fire speed is these 3. That's just how it is. So we can get more of these going in, so that they can be used for... Oh, we're at minus. I don't think we should be a minus. I think we should be positive still. Let's take a look at our production here. You can see that it is working. What is happening is now that we get in here, and we're now seeing some slaughter, because all of these are completely done. We are slaughtering 20, and that gets us 10 chicken carcasses per cycle. That means we get into 30, and I can see there is a problem here. Something is missing. Yes, something is missing. This is also remarkably fast. It needs to go up to this location. Oh no. Ah, this was supposed to be at level 2. Okay. Yeah, so I need to move this to level 2 so that level 1 can go in here and go in and convert to chicken carcasses for the sausage. All right. Oh, it's been restructured now. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send half of the carcasses into becoming meat. and then half of them, which actually means that this one's probably not going to be necessary, half of them going in here to become giblets. And the meat goes the wrong place. That's not meat. No, that's actually correct. The meat is packed here in boxes, and the giblets go in here and become sausage. So we should get a decent amount of sausage as well. Great. So now the only thing missing is what's going on with the train. Well, not much. Not much. Oh, that's because it's really low priority. Let's make sure that this is highest priority so it actually gets done. So the train is somewhere. Where is the train? There. Oh, I can't look at the train. Huh, weird. Is it? Oh, there we go. It's here. Oh, and there's missing something. It's missing some... Here. That will be diesel. I think it'll run like one more time for diesel. There. Oh, you're actually stopped congestion and actually starting up a hill. Not great. And this one's just gonna go. There you go. And this one's set to diesel. And these trains, we have not set up the actual schedule. Oh, did I not say that these were not allowed to do? No, they are not allowed to get anything back. Good. And neither are these. It has to be 100% train, nothing else. The train here, by the way, this train, it needs open line minutes. So here's the thing. What would be our condition for departing the meat district? That would be either we are full of everything, or we have spent some time. 10 days. That's 10 seconds. Or, what is the unload condition? That is empty of any product. Any accepted product. So if any of the products are empty, get out of there. But you also have to make sure that you wait at least a little bit, so it doesn't sort of just go in there. So that's going to be my condition. Let's see how that works. And this train, we are going to follow it and see how it goes. This be... Oh, no. This is not the right train. I forgot. Ugh. It's these ones. Replace. Yes. Yeah, you're going to go in there and just realize that that's nothing you can do about it. And then here we will now get all this stuff inbound, hopefully. Which is something we should do. We should have it, but we just don't have enough Unity. So if you get more Unity, I'll just do this one. So now we're following the train. This should be heading back to the location here to be updated. And it goes in because we got all the stuff already here. And yeah, we got some of these. That's fine. And it comes out on the other side, and we're going to follow it again. So this time it's going to work. This time it's going to work. Then let's follow it all the way through and see if it works. That would be lovely. We are low diesel. That's okay. That the low diesel is simply because of yeah, we haven't been able to get the diesel over there to that location yet, but we'll get there. And the wood is just, yeah, busy, too busy. Not a problem. Low gold ore is always something we can just do that to keep it busy. So this is a full train of all things. This is amazing. Amazing. And it's not exactly fast going up here. Oh, whoa. Okay. Okay, yeah. We have priority, I guess. This is a pretty nice train. So, I know. So I think this train system is much better than I had initially anticipated. I had no idea how to build trains, and then suddenly it's just like, oh, there's a perfect solution. It might be a little costly, but who cares? This is amazing. And also it takes a little bit more space because you have to go up and down. So let's see if that works. Are they unloading? Oh, yes. They are. Oh, that's a fun unloader. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. All right. That is a full meat train unloaded. And it flows in here. And then we should see these being really happy. Well, I mean, they're going to be a little bit more happy because they get different types of food. And it'll also just radically reduce the amount of tofu being needed. And also just generally because they have more food, then all of the other ones will just decrease gradually to match the new consumption here. Great. Over on Unity, food is, well, we're getting there. Meat, eggs, and sausage are coming up. It's not really a lot we get for each. Really, sausage is only 0.10. That's not much, but there we go. 420 from food. That's great. And then we're up to 18.77. And now the only food we actually don't have is the cake and the snacks. And they're still under treats category, which doesn't give us anything else. But it's... We'll still need it, because they'll be more happy and they'll get it in because of, you know, sense of completion. So, let's see. We are actually done. We have done this one. What I'd really like to do sort of moving forward is also do the same thing, like do another district for the different types of other farm products, and then ideally sort of get them out here and then build them into a train. But that's going to be a little bit further into the future. We have certainly other things to do as well. We have now a growing population, so that should be there. We have oil that is almost running out, like really almost running out. Yeah, well, 17,000. So it's still like a little bit there, but it's going to run out and we're going to need to build the new things. So in the next episode, there might be a little bit of a, I don't know, I wouldn't say cleanup, but there's a... Did you just give me a panic about this one? Damn it. Yeah. I guess this is fine. This is fine. I don't know. This one is just a default one, a backup in case everything goes wrong. So then I have this one just put in here. That's what it does. It should be coming in directly from here. And we might need to get some more farmlands, which will be one of the next things. Once this one's here, we can get farmlands in the next episode. So this beautiful meat district here is ready to stamp down in your own factory. Whether you use it with the trains or not is up to you. But this thing here is pretty self-sufficient and self-contained and gets us at least to 10,000 population, I would say, without knowing in details. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next episode as we continue teching up and exploring more of this amazing game. Until then, take care and stay effective.